Hello, so I just wanted to do a little introduction on one of my instruments that I've been practicing. This is a stand-up bass, also known as a string bass or a double bass. And I'd like to take you on a little tour on the instrument, let you know how it works and how it sounds, and just teach you a bit about it. Now, starting at the top, up here's the scroll. As you see, it's swirly, and then you go down to the tuning pegs, which are connected to gears because the bass is so big that for tuning purposes, they need gears so that these pegs don't slip. And then this is the neck, which leads into the body. On top of the neck is the fingerboard, the black thing that comes down with the strings. There are 4 strings. I'll go over the string names later. The body, down here are F holes, and there's the end pin down there, and the end pin has a little stopper on the end of it for when you're on hard surfaces. Here it is. But I'm not on a hard surface, I'm on carpet, so I don't need that. And make sure you see the curves too, because these curves are kind of a measurement of how you work with a bass. Because the curves should be about where your knees are. On a cello, the cello goes in between your knees, but on a bass, it just depends on the person. So here's the bridge, and down there are the fine tuners. So let's get to the notes. The first string is a G, second is a D, third is an A, and then the lowest is an E. Now the strings on a bass are different than a violin. See, the E on a violin is the highest string, but on a bass it's the lowest. Now, this is a bass bow. As you can see, it is very big. Don't touch the horsehair at all because you don't want it coming apart. And how I hold it right now, how I was taught, is your thumb goes here to support your hand. Their 2 middle fingers go here, and then these ones curve around like that. And when you put bow to string, you press down, add pressure to the string, and you have to release as you're pulling the bow back. And you get a sound. So here's the strings with some bow attached. I have to work on my bowing because it's been so long since I've played bass last. Let me try that G string again. It didn't really come out very good. G string is easier for me to play on the bass because it's the smallest string. Since the E string's lower, it's a bigger string. And if you really dig in, instead of hearing this note, you can hear like a really low E instead. If you don't, you come out with an overtone, which is an octave higher. So you have to really dig in and follow through with some weight. That way the note comes out. That's why the bass is most famous for the low notes. It's the lowest instrument in the orchestra. And that is basically all.